Welcome to HumanityWins.net. Please read the important disclaimer on your screen. All of the content provided is for entertainment purposes only. It should not be taken as medical or legal advice. Please contact your doctor or lawyer if you require such advice. Thank you. The show starts right now. Hello, welcome to this new show of HumanityWins.net. This is episode 288 from January the 26th of the year 2024. Today is a Friday, and today is the last show of this group of four of remaking the universal laws of the universe as I understand them. Again, this is not information, this is not facts. These are my intuitions, my feelings as I receive, as I discover my own wisdom, and I have elected to share this with you undiluted. So the good thing you get from here, there's no agenda, I'm not patching things up, I'm not making things up, I'm just sharing my intuition. I truly believe this. But you decide if I'm just crazy, you decide if, this is interesting to you. If you decide something rings in you, my suggestion would be that you go and look for that inside your wisdom and see, because you're probably going to get a different version of what I'm getting. But I'm very happy to share my intuition on the four laws of the universe as I understand them. So, same as on Monday's episode on the universal law of free will, there is this debate if this is a law or just, something, a gift as well from the creator, same as the law of free will, because it's not really that it's a law. Okay, karma is like that. Yes, it's just an explanation what karma is. I'm going to read the image we have on the screen right now from Wayne Dyer that's saying, how people treat you is their karma, how you react is yours. Agree 100%. You see, on this one, Wayne Dyer doesn't imply the mainstream idea that karma is punishment. That karma is you do bad is going to come to you. You do good is going to come to you. I don't agree with those two. Let me explain. You do bad, who knows what's going to come to you, okay? However, you do bad, you are creating karma on you, okay? You do good, that's what you're supposed to do anyway. So, same as the universe doesn't punish, the universe just asks from you what is expected. So, of course, good things are going to come to you because other beings, remember, the things that come to you are from outside. They're from other beings. They're doing what is supposed to be doing. And that's why good things are going to come to you because the universe is working. But again, we all know the stories. We all know the stories of horrible people that have died in their sleep 99, 98. We know no punishment apparent of their very horrible deeds here in this lifetime, their karma, huge karma they create. And we also know the stories of beautiful beings, and we see them in our life every day. They work hard, they do the right thing, they're beautiful, they're always well-intentioned, and apparently bad things happen to them. Okay? And there's suffering, and there's worry, and there's pain, and they seem they cannot catch a break. So I know it sounds very bad that I say if you do good, not necessarily good is going to come to you. The universe is watching, and if you are well-intentioned, trust me on this one, you don't have nothing to worry about. I just want to say that we need to, same as the victim mentality, same as the savior mentality, same as the culprit mentality, we need to take out this mentality that there's punishment and that there's a reward in the system. And then if we have done bad, we do some good, and that kind of puts some covers that bad deeds. And again, I did so good. Like I shared this movie, Inside Man, I think it's from 2006, with Denzel Washington, Jodie Foster, and some other good actors. Colin Farrell, I think is the name, the British actor, also excellent acting on that movie. That there's this person that worked with the Nazis in the movie when he was younger in World War II. He made his money actually by, feeding off from all this violence and all this, interfering and killing and murdering and, abusing others. He profited from that. And then he said, after I kind of figured out, I've been trying to buy it back. That's great. But you need, that's not gonna, again, I'm talking about the movie here. That's not gonna really cover that bad deed. It's great you're doing good. It's great you change. That's great. That's what the universe wants. But you still need to figure out your own karma. When you do something to someone, doesn't matter the justification. Karma has no justification at all. Okay? Karma doesn't want to hear justifications because it's going to be the same. Karma does care about intentionality, by the way. So when you do something to someone, if you want to justify it, that's fine. That's in your brain. Trust me, karma is going to say this is what karma knows. Remember, the universe knows everything. Knows your intention, knows your feelings, is with you all the time.
So for example, you accidentally run over, you were not intending to interfere with anyone, but you were distracted for a second on a phone call or something, and you run over someone on the street. That's still karma, okay? Because you interfere with someone that was going about their life ended, their experience ended because of your distraction. But it's a very low intentionality. I almost want to say close to zero, okay? Very different from these unfortunate events that have been happening, especially in the United States, but all over the world, that some people just grab a gun and start shooting with the full intentionality. Shooting people they don't even know. Shooting people they have done absolutely nothing to him or her. And they start shooting. That's full intentionality. So the karma is totally different. Okay. And yes, karma is like a weight. So you want to think of it like a bank account, whatever collecting method you want to think of. You are collecting there, collecting and collecting. And I believe some beings go a lot of lifetimes just collecting karma, collecting, going wrong, until it gets a point it's very heavy. And you might have known such individuals. Since I was young, I had something that I could feel the energy of people. Okay. Again, I'm not want to say that I'm special because I'm not. We're totally equal, you and I, you listening. It's just I had that sensitivity developed. And trust me, it's not necessarily a good thing because sometimes so in work, friends of friends, even family gatherings, I don't know, that some external people arrive. When you feel this energy, something gets you because it's kind of you feel the weight they're carrying. Yes, you feel that like that. You feel the weight. And some people are deeply they might seem, by the way, perfectly from the outside. In this physical world, in these three dimensions, I shared that that's what the mainstream will call them energetic vampires. But they sometimes they're the most lively person in the party. They're smiling and everyone seems to be liking them. When you feel that, then you're the strange one because you don't want an interaction with them. Especially if you get closer to them physically or something like that, you can feel the way because they have so much karma on them from many lifetimes that they actually suck your energy. Okay. Not that they can achieve that properly, but you feel the intention. The intention is that I need to keep grabbing everyone because I have such a weight. It's like, metaphorically speaking, they're drowning out there in the ocean. And you have heard the stories, even family members, very unfortunate. That's the animal. Okay. That's the body. That's our flesh, that things like that. That when people are drowning out there in the ocean, they start grabbing each other, trying to save themselves. Okay. It's very, very sad. Okay. And I shared that around 10 years ago, 11 years ago, I almost drowned in open sea. I thought I was a good swimmer. Now I know I'm not. And I was luckily there with a guy from California that basically saved my life. But he told me afterwards, he didn't go and grab me from the ocean. I had to swim back some way, somehow to shore. But he helped me. He called the lifesaver. He was there with me, pushing me, come on, do it, you can do it, stuff like that. And after I was there, I met him in the same hotel at night during dinner. We were dining with my family, and he went there to say, "Are you okay?" Yeah, everything's fine. He was just, scared. And he said, "I want to share with you that I didn't came back to open sea to rescue because we have probably both drowned. Okay, it works that way. You were so desperate that you were probably gonna grab me, and you were gonna drown me first, and then you drown yourself. So that's the reason unless you're a professional lifesaver and you have the floaties or floating devices and stuff like that, you don't go out there try to save someone because they're probably gonna grab you and drown you and then drown themselves. And I think this is similar to karma. Okay, this weird example I share now that I share it sounds a little bit weird. Let me explain. When you have so much karma, you are drowning in this reality, even if you seem fine. You might seem physically fine, you might seem thriving financially, everything, but you're carrying this weight you don't want to look at because your spirit is like, oh my God, we need to look at all this karma debt, all these actions, all these wrong decisions, all this abuse of my free will, all this interfering, all this breaking balance that I've done in the past, and it's going to be a mess. So I'm not saying it's easy, okay? But karma works this way, that you eventually are going to have to look at it. It's not in this lifetime, probably, not on the next one, but you eventually, it's like a knot, and you know knots. When you try to, for example, a knot with cables and stuff like that, and it's, several knots in one, you just have to grab it slowly and be very patient, and eventually you're going to get it. Similar stuff with karma. You're eventually going to be looking at it and slowly clearing your karma. And what I believe is clearing your karma is you don't get punished for it. You actually have to understand and make a promise to the universe saying, okay, so remember when I grabbed a gun and I killed everyone, not everyone, but I killed 20 people and that, I get it. And I get it that it caused a lot of pain, and I get it that it caused a lot of trauma, and I get it that it not only caused pain to those people, but their families, but, everything. I get it now. I get it. I'm not going to do it again, ever. So then in your next experience, someone puts a gun to your head. What's the response? If you really made your promise, if you really are going to keep your promise, shoot away, because that's my time to suffer trauma. But I'm not going to create any more trauma. So I'm going to read the quote again from Wayne Dyer. How people treat you is their karma. How you react is yours. Yes. Yes. If you don't engage, even if it seems like the logical move, and I have said it many times, I understand perfectly about self-defense. And when I say that I'm willing to react, I noticed that a few people, I had that discussion like a month ago with someone, and he said, all right, if you're not going to react with a gun to your head, how about if one of your kids has a gun to your head? That's a very difficult one. That's a very difficult one, okay? That's a very difficult one. And the reality is, if you have anything that has happened to you and you react under the justification that, you are entitled to your payback, you're creating karma, okay? You can fool yourself all you want, and it's very understandable in this reality. And by the way, that example that I shared, that gruesome example that I shared, that someone is threatening your family, someone is threatening your sons or daughters, someone is threatening your spouse, someone is threatening your mother or father, that's extremely a low vibration situation that happens in this difficult, dense reality. I don't think you're faced with those decisions of theirs in higher dimensions, okay? Because again, that will have to, who really will do that to actually grab someone's, for me, it's even impossible, almost to say it, to grab someone's sons or daughter and put a gun to their head and say, if you don't do this, I'm going to shoot them. That's an extremely low vibration, high karma situation, okay? So again, how do we get out of this cycle of karma? We stop participating as much as we can. Again, as I shared, that situation, impossible in this reality. Of course you're going to react. Of course you're going to react. Of course you're going to react. Okay, I'm not saying that I won't do it. I'm not sure if it was the one was to my head. I don't know about that. Probably the flesh takes over, and of course I react. But of course, for my family, of course I will defend it. Okay, but that doesn't make it right. That's what I'm saying. That doesn't make it universally correct. That doesn't make it that it's not karma. If you react to whatever is happening to you, the karma is on you. As much as we want to place the karma on the other and say, I suffer trauma. Yes, you were supposed not to engage in the wheel of karma. So basically, karma, the universal law of karma, the way I see it, these are my opinions, my feelings, is what will do, okay, to others. Okay, it's not the payback that others receive for what they do to you. That I don't even know what it is. What you receive is trauma, and your part in trauma is accepting it, is forgetting about it, is saying it happens. It's a glitch of a universe. It will get better. I know it. I know it sounds very, very not fair. I know it certainly doesn't sound just, but fairness and justice, you see, are not part of the universe, because if they will, if fairness was a universal law, if justice was a universal law, then in a way the universe will be blocked, because no possible evil acts will happen, because they will break that justice, and then the universe, nothing will happen. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. This process that we're going through as a universe, as a unity, is discovering our own beautifulness, discovering our own love, discovering our own morality. And in a way, we're going through these growing pains, and we have to accept it. I know it doesn't sound, in this three-dimensional world, in this part of society, it doesn't sound very fair, and that's why it's so difficult to explain. But I cannot just say to you that I believe karma is this and that, when I truly believe that karma is not creating it. The key of the universal law of karma is the universe will want for karma not to exist. But it has to create these memories. By the way, they go into your Akashic records, gets very complicated. But it creates this registry of actions. Just imagine how many we all have there. And as soon as you start clearing them, understanding them, and promising back, saying, you know what, universe, yeah, I've been a bad boy. But you know what? I'm not gonna be that going forward. That's the moment. That's the moment that karma is a beautiful thing. When it gets clear, okay, from the checkbook, from the log, from the balance, okay. When you make a deduction of karma, that's the moment the universe says, you see, karma is a beautiful thing, because the whole purpose of the universal law of karma is for you to understand and clear your own actions as your own judge by saying, yes, I did wrong. Reparations are not part of it, by the way. Those actions are long gone. Just imagine if you did something 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago. Who are you going to give reparation? Again, same as the punishing reward system. I don't agree with it. Reparations, I don't agree with it. They're not part of the law of karma. The important part is you change and evolve and mature, and you promise you're never going to do it again, and you promise and you try not to be part of the wheel of karma. Okay? Because again, you did something to me, so I do it back to you. And where does it stop? It never stops. The wheel keeps going. So it keeps going. Karma, trauma, karma, trauma, karma, trauma, karma, trauma, eventually. So I hope you like this different take on that universal law of karma. Again, if you want to go technical, at least episode 12, I think I went longer on those episodes, and I was far more technical on how I believe karma, trauma, etc. do work. All right. Hope you enjoyed this Friday episode. If everything's okay, I shall see you back on Monday. We actually have a nice chat with Tony, my friend Tony from London. So we go back to chats after several self episodes, let's call them that, self-podcast, self-documentary type episodes. We go back with Tony, and hope you enjoyed that. Have a great weekend. Enjoy it any way you want. And I hope you like this 4 series of episodes on the universal laws. I was very glad to redo them. I was very glad. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend. Thank you for making it to this part of the video. This is my favorite part. This is where I suggest to you that you discover yourself. You are not what you have been groomed to believe. You are this incredible being without limits that has eternal life, amazing strength, infinite wisdom, and a big, beautiful heart. All your limits are always self-imposed. Your best version in this reality is inside you. Your only mission on this life is to become a beacon of love and guidance. This version is ready to be discovered today. How do you discover yourself? The discovery process is a personal one. No one can do it for you. Dedicate 5 minutes a day to talk to yourself and the universe. Request to be connected and ask, who am I? Where do I come from? You will start getting signs, breadcrumbs, and signals. You will notice how your notions about those realities start disappearing. No more hierarchies, no more competition, no more complaining, no more depending on others. Discovering yourself equals to breaking your matrix. Your self-imposed limits will fall, and you will be ready to serve humanity and help break this spell and deception on us. But you must be patient to allow others to wake up at their time through their own free will. That will be really soon, you will see, and that will start a new world. As you work towards your best version, you will notice how all emotions don't serve you anymore. Hate, fear, rage, pride, loss, envy, violence, justice, true violence, judgment of others, and other emotions will disappear from your mind and heart. You will understand those emotions serve only the evildoers and are not you. Please try to be understanding of others that don't think or feel like you. Everyone has a process. No one is right or wrong. We're all just different. Don't be concerned about being right, ever. Don't allow pride preventing you from patching things up with family and friends. It is very important you enjoy this life with your loved ones. Put in the work to patch things up and leave it to others to decide. Please relax and enjoy life. When everyone breaks their own matrix, humanity through our community consciousness will break the final spell. The new world will start and everything will gradually fall. Governments, hierarchies, and the medical and financial system will go from scarcity to abundance for all. Thank you very much for watching. Please share this episode. If you have any comments or suggestions, please use the comment section below. For private questions, conversations, and if you would like to appear on the show, please email me at hey@humanitywins.net. Thank you again. Please don't forget to visit our website www.humanitywins.net. By giving me your time, you honor me. Have a very, very, very nice day.